Hi guys, the UK government is trying to combat the crime and the fraud going on in the world of crypto. And I think this is a big news for the crypto world. And also, we can see what JP Morgan has been saying about cryptocurrency being a decentralized scheme, or a Ponzi scheme rather. These and more are what we're going to be looking to on the show today. My name is Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, and this is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we don't gamble it. If you've not subscribed to the channel, like we always say, you can do that right here. Subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, as we'll be bringing some juicy, good information to your view every day on this beautiful show. All right. Without wasting time, let's check our news that are making headlines before we check the chart out and see what possibly is happening in the crypto space. So we can see UK introduces law to seize, freeze, and recover crypto. And you know, we've been seeing all this news all over the world. Countries have been looking for a way they can regulate cryptocurrencies or regulate the companies, talking about the exchanges that are offering these cryptocurrencies services. And now we're seeing that UK has now introduced a law to seize, freeze, and even recover crypto for some victims that will be falling into that. And we all know in May they passed a bill talking about the domestic and international criminal for talking about the proceeds of their crime and corruption abusing the UK company structures and other things like that. So now they're coming out to now say they're passing this bill so the United Kingdom can be able to like freeze, seize, or recover crypto for falling victim. Another news that is making headline right now is Chamber of Digital Commerce get approval to join the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. We all know SEC has been battling with XRP, which is the Ripple company, for years now. And now the Chamber of Digital Commerce are now being said they can join, so they can look into the matter very well. And probably we're going to have a conclusion very soon. And we could see what happened with XRP. XRP surged with about, I think, up to 20% since this new broke. What is going to happen next? You need to stick to the channel now, because we're going to discuss and we'll take a look at XRP shortly and see what's going on. Now we see JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, or Diamond rather, say crypto tokens, Bitcoin are decentralized Ponzi scheme. And we all know all these big banks, all these big boys, they've been finding a way to just put a bad name on Bitcoin, ETH, or let's say crypto at large. But I must tell you, crypto is here to stay, and we'll be seeing all of this news. But all you need to do is you just need to be careful, know the project you're putting your money on. And we can see that the notion that it's good for nobody, it's unbelievable, Diamond said, pointing to the use of cryptocurrency in ransomware attack, sex trafficking, and money laundering. Yes, we know all these things are happening in the crypto space, but the regulations are coming in. There are now ways that they are even using to freeze account or freeze cryptocurrency accounts by all the centralized exchanges. And that's why I'm telling you that with ETH becoming proof of stake, it's now kind of making it more centralized. So more of these things are coming out. We need to be careful. But talking about ETH, we can see ETH coin mixer Tornado Cash is back on GitHub. And now the U.S. Department of the Treasury Office of Foreign Asset Control last month blacklisted Tornado Cash. We all know that. We brought the news to you on this show, and which allow users to anonymously send and receive ETH. American citizens are now banned from interacting with the app, which pulls together transactions to obscure their origin. But now, GitHub pulled the tool's code from its website within hours of the Treasury's ban last month. The code-sharing platform has now apparently rescinded its ban. So that's that on Tornado Cash. And speaking about token, we have Cardona fork being upgraded, and it was a success, and it's going to be on for about, I think, 5 days. And what should we expect from ADA? Is this going to make your token or the ADA appreciate more? No, it's just that it's going to help the ADA to perform very well faster and also be able to integrate with some other things. And that's what the upgrade is all about. And we can see that the 5-day Cardona VASI alpha process begins today, which the Cardona Foundation say it will improve the network performance. They didn't tell you it's going to skyrocket ADA to $10 or $5. They only say it's going to improve the network performance. And the Cardona co-founder Charles Hawkinson has described it as the hardest update in the hardest update the developer have done since the project launched in 2017. So we can check that out also in the news. And now, speaking about NFT, OpenSea implements a new protocol that will rank NFT today, and I think that's a good thing. So we can know the NFT that is doing better, we can know the NFT that is not doing better in the market. Also, another headline is now still on NFT. You remember the starting lineup of NBA action figures, they are back with NFT because they used to be on postcards and all of that back in the days, but now they are now back on NFT, and you can be part of that. You know, starting lineup action figure were a hit in 1980s and 1990s, delivering collectible toys version of popular athletics from the basketball, football, baseball world, amongst others. Now, more than 20 years after they were last mass-produced, Hasbro is reviving the brand with pricey new version, and they come with NFT trading cards. So if you're interested in such a thing, you can take a look at it and watch out. But I must tell you, before you put your money on any project or before you put your money on any token, do your own research. Make sure you know what's behind it. Make sure you're putting the money you can afford to lose, because some of these projects are just good for nothing. So that's that about NFT. Now, speaking about companies, we know we had this allegation about Coinbase saying the money of the customers with them are being used to trade for more profit for the company, and it's called proprietary trading. And now they come out to reject it and say no, they don't do that, even though they know some of their competitors are doing such thing. And we can see that a Wall Street Journal report published Thursday alleges that Coinbase hired traders to use the company's own funds to make trades and stake crypto with the goal of making profit, according to the report. $100 million of Coinbase funds was used in test trade that an undisclosed number of unnamed Coinbase employees reportedly called proprietary trading. And in response, Coinbase quickly wrote up a blog post denying the claims, arguing the report confused client-driven activities with prop trading. You see, so now we're out to debug the news and tell you guys that no, it is not true. So that's that on Coinbase. And still speaking about companies, Celsius is back on the headlines again. And now Celsius Network might be planning to turn its debt into crypto IOU tokens, you know, and that's what everyone is saying, because, you know, we told you they have so much things going on with Celsius. They claim bankruptcy and a lot of that, and now they're trying to see if they can even turn their debt into IOU token. Probably they can recover from there. And now bankrupt lender Celsius Network appear to be considering a plan to turn its debt into crypto IOU token. Celsius filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in July, a month after halting withdrawals because of liquidity crisis. It blamed on extreme market conditions, subsequently subsequent bankruptcy proceedings in the South District of New York have revealed the depth of SEC's financial trouble. And you know, they came out that even because before this winter, or before this crypto winter we're experiencing, sectors have been having problems since 2019. That is not this as the cause of the bankruptcy, but now they're trying to see if they can come up with a token called IOU, and probably they will see how they can move from that. That's that about Celsius. We can see now another big news about Coinbase. Coinbase now is available in Netherlands. So if you're in Netherlands, Coinbase enter Netherlands with central bank approval. And I think with that, you can now be able to trade, buy with your fiat on Coinbase platform. Coinbase officially announced on Thursday that it had received registration from Netherlands Bank, Central Bank of Netherlands. The regulatory approval allows Coinbase to offer its retail and institutional crypto products in the Netherlands. So big up to all the Netherlands, and we're going to see more of that. Still talking about companies today, we can see Binance now established a global advisory board to work on regulatory and political issues. And I think that's good. We know Binance is one of the biggest exchange, crypto exchange in the world, and now they're having advisory board, so they can have a kind of board, a place where they make decisions on how or what to do when it comes to regulatory and political issues. So that's that, and we all know they got some pass in Dubai to now even provide cryptocurrency services. We talk about that on our show. If you've not seen some of our videos, you can go back and check, because we share different informations on each episode. And if you've not subscribed, you need to do that right now. Subscribe to the channel, like and share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. All right, back to the show. We can see, before we come here, let's check what's going on in the fundamental world, talking about the fundamental news. And today, what are we expecting? We're going to be expecting something big, something huge is going to happen today, because we saw the CPI last week hammered the Bitcoin and the crypto market. Now we saw the inflation rate being increased by 75 basis points, even clinch or nukes the crypto market more. And what are we going to see today when we're going to hear Fed Powell speaks and giving us those insight or tools is going to be using, or the Fed are going to be using, to combat the inflation and the unemployment rate, unemployment claim, and all of these things coming out in the macro economy. So that will be happening later today, and you need to be careful, because we're going to see market moving randomly, both talking about volatility and stuff like that. But do we need to buy? Do we need to sell? We're still going to analyze the chart, and we're going to tell you what you need to do. So now we're expecting flash service PMI in Europe, in Great Britain, in United States of America today. And also we'll be waiting for the big news, or the big conference. We are talking about Fed Powell speaks. So those are what we should be expecting in the fundamental world. And I think next week we have some important update that will be coming up as well. So we're going to still update you. And that's why you need to stick to the show and make sure you turn on the notification bell, so you can always get all this juicy content as we drop it. All right, without no wasting time, I think let's check what's going on in the chat. And right now, you can see like my arrow is showing. Yesterday, I pointed all these things out, that this is what I'm expecting the market to do. And you can see, having completed the cycle, though we didn't break this point, but sometimes, even though we break it, we normally have what we call liquidity grab. And I must tell you, you need to prepare to buy Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency you've done your research on, or you really think it's a good project, because I think the bottom of it has been reached, and even though we're going to push down, or we are thinking we could reach 12,000, 14,000, 10,000, yes, that can still happen. But what I'm trying to say is you need to get ready, load your gun, and start shooting when the time to buy is coming, because we can see a lot of institutions now coming into the space, now accepting the space, not even want you to be taking ETH and some other coin with them, and that is going to affect the crypto space in a positive way. I must tell you that. So now, what should we expect from Bitcoin this morning? What we should be seeing, or what we should expect, is I told you that was a previous video that we're going to have this movement like this and come back to retest, which that happened exactly as I predicted. And yesterday again, let's go to the lower time frame. Excuse me. Let's go to the lower time frame. I told you yesterday we're going to see. I told you we're going to see a movement. You can see my arrow is still there. I told you we're going to see a movement like this. And now what's going on? We've seen the movement go up like this, come down to retest this zone, and now creating some kind of movement here. What do we need to do? Exactly, this is what you need to do. If you still take your buy from my old analysis that I told you, you must be in profit. Now, where do you need to get out of the market? Now we're seeing the market still moving in an uptrend, even though it's in a short form. Okay, what is going to happen is we have this completed. What I'm expecting, as far as we didn't break, let me show you. As far as we didn't break 18,795, the market is still a buy. But because of the news that's going to come out today, and because of the Fed Powell speak, we might see some crazy movement later in the day, talking about being volatile. Don't be panicked. And if you feel like you cannot hold the pressure, stay out of the market. Let the noise calm down, then you come back into the market. It's as simple as that. And don't forget, when you're taking a trade, don't forget to use your risk reward. That is very, very important when you are trading. So what I'm expecting the market to do, having completed this 1, 2, and now, do we break this point? No. Do we later break it here? No. So I'm expecting the market to still kind of probably pull back to this zone, which is around 18,800, and possibly push up and continue the trend to now see if we're going to have a completion of a short trend before we see the market probably dip down, or we see it pushing up. But in a nutshell, what you need to wait for is to take your short or to take a profit. You can take your profit. I think if you have a buy now, you can take a profit, because normally if I'm going to take a trade, I always take my profit. After I see a spike like this, I pull my my shorts below this point. That's because I'm experienced trader though. But for you that is just taking signals or just doing sports trading, I think you can take your profit now if you buy from here. And if you're not in the market, you can wait and put your buy over here. Put your buy above 19,500, and your sell, it's a short already if we break this point, and the stop loss should be here. But where are we going to have a massive move coming down if the market is really going to dip down? I'm going to tell you it's going to be below 19. You see, let me say it's here, which is 19. I think let's just say below 18,800, sorry, below 18,800. So that's that on BTC. BTC is moved, so but I'm expecting it to come down a bit. So even though you take a short here, you need to be careful, because it might just be a short movement to take a profit, come to mitigate this, then we'll see the market moving up. So if you're not in the market now and you want to buy, you can take your buy around 18,800, or you wait, let the market break 19,500, then you can jump onto the market. But if you want to take a short now, you can take a short below 19,222 as I'm talking to you now. But make sure you take your profit around 18,800, because we can have the market just creating the 1, 2, 3, 4 around that point and continue shooting up. So for more in-depth about the chart, stick to the channel. Possibly we'll have a time to drop Let's Trade It, where we look into the chart very, very well. So let's quickly check ETH out and see what's happening with ETH US dollar. So now ETH US dollar is trading at 1,300 3 days. And I told you yesterday, you can see my arrow over here. I told you it's going to move on. Let it come down to mitigate this point. You can see exactly that point is where it mitigated. Let me show you. You can see the market came down right there and mitigated just spot on the zone, then started shooting up. So now we're having a structure being formed on ETH as well. So now we have our 1, we have our 2, we're having our 3 now. So we might have it pull back to around 1270. If you miss the move, you can wait for it to pull down to around 1270. Take your trade and put your stop loss below 1250. But anything that make us break 1219, we're going to see the market pull down in a massive way. So that's that on ETH as well. The market is still creating a structure. It might be a small movement we're going to see, but as far as the structure has been created, we need to take the trade. Even though it's 500 points, it's 1,000 points, is still a profit if we take the trade. So now it's still a buy, it's still moving up. We can just see probably to retrace a bit today's, and you can get into the market over here if you miss the movement. So that's that on ETH. Let's quickly now check XRP out. Let's check XRP out. We all know XRP has been doing the most, talking about it, been fighting the SEC for years. So let's see what XRP is up to, because it's been appreciating. All the other crypto are dropping, but XRP has been appreciating. Is it because they allow another bot to join them so they can judge the matter, or is it because they have a feeling they're going to win the case? Let's check it out on the chart. So right now, on the 4-hour, we see that XRP has broken all the structure over here, and now is touching another structure. So do I need to jump into the market now? I will tell you no, wait, because it has already moved down. Definitely, I told you, when the market is moving, even though it's going to be an uptrend, we're still going to see it retrace down. So if you miss all this movement, you can wait for it to mitigate. Let me show you the mitigation zone. This is one. This break here, this didn't break. Then this break here mitigated. So you can wait for XRP. Oh, this was mitigated. So you can wait for it around between 0.410 and 0.38. That's when you need to jump into XRP buy. Or if you have a buy, you can see hold your buy until the structure is being formed for a sell, then you can close it. So, but if you miss it already, don't chase the market. Wait for it to come down here and you can jump in. And you know, use your risk reward when you're placing your trade so you don't lose your money. And now, anything that makes us break 0.31, we're going to see the market deep down even more. So it's between break it or make it that the crypto space is it. And I believe what Powell is going to talk today is going to shake the market, but whatever that is going to happen, the chart has already shown it. So you just need to be prepared and be careful when you're taking your trade. So that's that on the chart analysis. We're going to throw more light on Let's Trade It when we drop the clip for you. So now let's check the market cap without wasting time. We can see the market cap is sitting at 948 billion and about close to 80 billion volume traded in the last 24 hours. And the BTC dominance is on 39%, and ETH has risen back to about 17.3%. And we can see the BTC is trending, XRP is trending with about 28 or 29% appreciated in the last days. And we can see ETH also is trending, and Bitcoin is trading at 19,260. We can see it's been down for about 2% in the last 7 days. ETH is about 9% in the last 7 days, and XRP has appreciated 61% in the last 7 days, and we can see even 25% in the last 24 hours. But do I need to jump into the bandwagon? No. Wait for it to retest. That's when you need to jump on it. Let's really check the coin on that top 100 before we call it a wrap. And now we can see RSR on number 101 now appreciated about 34% in the last 7 days. We can see UN Finance on 105, and where's Cardona? Cardona just keep dropping down. Cardona is sitting at 115, and we can see some of them have dropped about 11% in the last 7 days, some 1.6% in the last 1 hour. Those are coins on that what will I call it, on the top 100. And now, excuse me, not this, yeah. Now let's quickly check some NFT out like we always do too. We can see CryptoPunk is still at number 1. We can see Bod API is still at number 3. We can see where is Azuki. Azuki is drop. Oh, Azuki is still at number 5. So that's that on the market watch. But we can wrap up the show without checking the fear, and we're talking about the sentiment of you and I in the market. And we can see the sentiment is even becoming low. And I told you, when we experiencing this extreme fear, that's when you need to bag your crypto. And I believe it's almost time for the market to move crazy upward. Now we can see the fear and greed index sitting at 20, which is extreme fear. And do we need to start buying now? I think it's yes, we need to start buying now, but we don't just chop into it. If you miss any movement, wait for another entry. Another entry will always come, and you can bag your asset. With that being said, I think that's all I have for you this morning, and I still need to apologize for bringing the show a bit late to you guys, because it's been load shedding from the part of the world where I am, and we're doing our best to always bring the show as early as possible to your view so you can be part of it. So you can always join us on Instagram and other platforms also, so you can catch the show live as we are projecting it. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. My name still remains the same, Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim. Until I catch you next time on this beautiful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we don't gamble it. Peace out.